Hello, what culture, and welcome to the latest episode of Ups and Downs. As long as, you're watching this at the time it goes live. Either way, I just want to say I hope you're having a great morning, a great afternoon, or a great evening, depending on when you watch these videos. A small spoiler into the life of me, Simon Miller. I'm really tired. Doesn't make a difference. Let's up those SmackDown downs. Right into it. Kapow! Well, who saw that start to SmackDown coming? I certainly didn't, and I certainly loved it. It's getting it up. It began awesomely because Daniel Bryan came out and he got such a big reaction from this UK crowd. It just made me happy. My heart was happy, my ribs were happy, my kidney was happy, my liver was happy, and this noise was so big that Renee Young was trying to ask him questions, but she had to stop for a while because the fans wouldn't shut up. That's brilliant. Eventually he talked about losing last week to Rusev and said while initially after his comeback he was just happy that he was able to return, now everything's changing. He's got his GGs back, he's got his motivation back, and he wants to become the WWE champion again. Now, he may have just been told to say this line because they knew it would get an awesome reception from the audience, which it did, but it gets me excited. I want to see D-Bry as a WWE champ. Eventually Big Cass came out to continue to run down Bryan because, Bryan is small, deep insults there. And incredibly, the booking here was, well, Daniel Bryan, he's going to say that, and then you're going to whip Big Cass's ass, and you're going to whip Big Cass's ass hard. Punches, kicks, he focused on Cass's injured leg, and eventually he took him into the middle of the ring, and he tapped him out. He didn't even use the yes lock, he used the heel hook. That's not even his finishing move. It made Daniel Bryan look like a star, and I loved every single second of it. Now, there is an argument to be made that maybe it was only happening like this because Big Cass went against script a few weeks ago. At least that's the rumor. So this was his punishment, and now that he's been punished, eventually he's just going to beat up Daniel Bryan again. But let's just take this for what it was. Let's not worry about that. Daniel Bryan looked amazing. I'm in love with him. I would like to wed the man. No, wait, that's too much. I went over the line, but yes, more of this. Big E and Xavier Woods then beat the Bar in a tag team match. This is a little bit underwhelming, to be honest. Down. The match was fine, and as ever, Cesaro was great, but it was kind of just there, and then it finished. Xavier Woods hit a big splash or an elbow or something on the Swiss Superman, 1, 2, 3, and that was over. I was like, okay. Also, for some reason, Miz was on commentary during all of this, and he kept telling us that he thinks the New Day has run its course, and he's probably right, to be honest. We probably could do something new with the New Day, and apparently that is maybe what the plan is with Big E, and I'd be alright with that. I would be alright with the Big E single push. And that kind of ties in because we also found out that one member of the New Day is going to be in Money in the Bank, but we weren't told who. That's a bit strange. That's like those Facebook messages where people go, oh, I'm so upset. And then you reply going, oh, what's wrong, babe? They go, can't talk about it. You're like, then why did you bring it up? So yeah, we'll see, but you want to push Big E, that would be good. To be honest, if you want to push any of them as single stars, Kofi's good, Xavier's good, they're all good. They just need a bit of a shuffle. Then we had another weird promo from the Bludgeon Brothers where they talked about family, friends, care, joy, Repo Man. One of them is a lie, I'll let you figure out which one it is. And you know what? It was weird, it was creepy, it was alright, it kind of tied into their gimmick. It's a bit strange they don't have any challenges for their tag team titles, but I liked it. Cut backstage to Paige after this, and she got a good reaction because we were in London. But in terms of the segment itself, meh, down. Essentially, Mandy Rose was all excited because she thought she was already in the Money in the Bank match because she had beat Becky Lynch last week. Paige said, no, that's not the case at all. You've made that up. Therefore, Mandy Rose is an idiot. To give her an opportunity, though, Paige then did indeed put Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville in a match with Becky Lynch. She said, look, whoever wins, they will indeed go on to the pay-per-view. Deville and Rose were all excited because they thought it was a handicap match. Paige has said, no, it's a triple threat match. Once again, Rose and Deville are idiots. An AJ Styles promo followed this, and while it was by the numbers, I didn't care because the fans absolutely adored him. As I said time and time again, in 2018, I just want babyface champions that we all love, and that's AJ Styles getting up. He was here to inform us that he will indeed take on Nakamura later on in the evening, and whoever wins is gonna be able to pick the stipulation for their match at Money in the Bank. Now that makes absolutely no sense, but let's not worry about that. And once more, he got all silly and he came up with some stupid ideas for matches such as a pole on a pole match, which I'm sure made Vince Russo somewhere go, oh, that's a great idea, but this was fine. This was fine. Hashtag this is fine. Andrade seeing Almas then debuted on SmackDown and he beat Jake Constantino. It was a decent good match. I'm glad that he's here. It's getting it up. Zelina Vega then cut a promo and said everybody was pathetic, including everybody in the SmackDown locker room. Now, the question that reigns is who is Almas going to feud with first? Answer a postcard, don't put them in the mail and send them to me, because you don't know where I live. Instead, write it in the comments. I am intrigued to see how this goes though, because if WWE balance is right, I think Almas could be a big star. If they don't, he will tank. An odd segment with Rusev, Aiden English and Lana was next, and while I am still a little bit worried in terms of the context of what was presented, this was fine. Up. It started with Rusev all happy that he was in a room full of his merchandise that Aiden English had set up to celebrate the fact that he was headed to Money in the Bank. However, the Bulgarian brute also thought, you know what, I'd like a little something else, so Aiden English went to sing him a song, but then Lana interrupted, and that's just rude. However, her point was that she too was going to try and qualify for the women's Money in the Bank, and if they both won, they'd be the first ever Mr. and Mrs. Money in the Bank. And that better not happen, because if it does, it means WWE has put the briefcases on the same show. Don't do that. Just do what we all expect. One on Raw, one on SmackDown. That's fine. If you want to do a tag team Money in the Bank, which is the rumor, then you can pick a third. Don't do that, it's too much, but still. One Raw, one SmackDown, that's what we want. And I swear, if you don't do that, I will kick myself in the head. And I'm not a flexible man. Either way, for now, Rusev Day is staying together, and that's what I want. We all know what's going to happen. Poor Aiden English, he already did. It was a Raw celebration after this to celebrate the fact that Carmella had indeed beaten Charlotte at the last pay-per-view. It was fine, whatever, up. Standard stuff, really. Carmella was all happy that she beat Charlotte at the last pay-per-view, so Paige came out, got another great reaction because rather than who cares, I've already said and I've said it again. And then said, you want to be all like this, you want to be all arrogant and egotistical? Well, you've got a match at Money in the Bank, and you're taking on Asuka for the women's title. Now, we are also going to throw it down in here because much like on Raw, we're just throwing women's wrestlers into title matches without any story, without any build, because why not? Who cares about the narrative? Also, what on earth have we done here? It doesn't matter what happens. If Asuka loses to Carmella at the pay-per-view, then Asuka lost. And that ruins everything that happened at WrestleMania. And if Asuka wins and becomes the women's champion, then everything at WrestleMania still makes absolutely no sense. Why on earth did she lose? But we're being wrestling nerds, let's move on. An awesome interview with Nakamura was next as he was indeed talking to Renee Young, and at first he pretended he couldn't understand some of the words she was saying, and then was like, no, I do understand. My point here is that I'm gonna kill AJ Styles. It was awesome, he's an awesome heel, make him champ, up. Becky Lynch, Deville and Rose is up next. You know what, it's alright, up. Naturally, Rose and Deville turned on each other early on because of course they did, and eventually Becky Lynch made Rose tap out with a disarmer, so yeah, she's heading on to Money in the Bank. You know what? I actually think she should win. I was thought about this. I would like Becky Lynch to win, but for some reason, WWE don't want to do anything with her, but I think it would be really nice for a popular babyface to have the briefcase. And that was reverse psychology, by the way. I'm hoping if I say WWE definitely won't do that, but WWE will do it. You see what I'm doing? Smart. Using my brain. And it's Big Cass versus Samoa Joe in 7 days' time to see who else will be in the Money in the Bank match, which meant Samoa Joe cut an awesome promo here. And when I say awesome, I mean it was awesome. I closed my eyes and everything. Up. He just verbally kicked his ass as ever, but you believed every damn word he said. It also does seem like we're just going to forget about everything that happened with Samoa Joe at Roman Reigns at Backlash, but I guess that's both good and bad. Why did I even bother to invest in anything? And we then had an Iconics selfie promo, and I just can't. You go watch it. You go watch it. Down. And then it was the main event, and Shinsuke Nakamura and AJ Styles absolutely lit up the place. Up. This was probably the best encounter they have in WWE so far, and everybody in attendance just lapped it up, and if nothing else, it reminded you how good they both were. They went at it like bulls on parade. I kind of like the finish too, because AJ Styles did indeed go to smash Nakamura with a phenomenal forearm. That's why I smashed it. This is my phenomenal forearm, not that phenomenal. More like average forearm. That would be my move. Average forearm. We're on a tangent, move on. Anyway, because he almost did smash the official in the face, he was like, oh, sorry dude, didn't mean to do that. And Nakamura took advantage because he then feigned that Styles had whacked him in the balls, which again, don't forget, is what this feud is all about. Testicles. Styles then tried to tell the ref, no man, he's a bad guy, he's a heel. Don't you understand? That created a distraction. Nakamura came up behind AJ Styles, he smashed him in the face with a forearm, he hit him with an exploder, then he hit the Kinshasa. I know I can't say that move, deal with it, I'm just a human being. And that was it. 1, 2, 3, Nakamura wins, he gets to choose the step for the pay-per-view. And I'm guessing we'll find this out on next week's episode of SmackDown, or we'll find it out on WWE's Twitter. Because they love doing that, let's just announce everything by social media and more fool you if you don't see it. This was great though, although you do question that if Shinsuke won here, does that mean he's not actually going to win at Money in the Bank? Because at this point, Shinsuke Nakamura needs to be WWE champ. He just does. It will tie into his character, it will justify his heel turn, and it will be an exciting fresh change for SmackDown. It's time and it will be awesome. So let's make it happen. But that aside, I really enjoyed this episode of SmackDown. Fans were into it, the stories were good, kind of a bit of rubbish in there, but whatever. And we had a great main event. What more could you possibly want? 2 thumbs up from me. Loved it. Now don't forget to leave a comment below and let us know what you thought about last night's SmackDown. Like, share and subscribe. Then you head over to WhatCulture.com. You go to your browser, WhatCulture.com, and you read yourself some articles. Then you go to Twitter, Twitter.com. Find WhatCulture at WhatCultureWWE, and you give them a little bit of a follow. My name is Simon from WhatCulture. Thank you for watching SmackDown Ups and Downs. Enjoy the rest of your week. And you know what? Thinking about it, yes, I'm gonna see you soon.
Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe below, and if you're looking for more content like this, then try a few things that are floating about around my ears. It might be fun. I can't promise it though, but it might be.